So today we celebrate the life of a woman who is so incredible and such an inspiration to everyone here in the Coastal Bend. She was able to visit us at the studio on a couple of occasions, and like many of our visitors, she became a close friend and someone who inspired all of us. Now, Stephanie Sasser was a mother, a wife, and more than anything, an ambassador and an inspiration to many people here, especially those women who are suffering from cancer, particularly stage 4 metastatic breast cancer, which eventually took her life just recently during the pandemic. We wanted to take the opportunity to dedicate this show to her and reminisce on some beautiful moments that we had with her on the show. So with that said, let's revisit a moment that we had with her in studio about a year ago. She was chipper, she was amazing, she was always such a ray of light to anyone she encountered. And that's when we learned a little bit about her story, her struggle, and her strength. She was such an amazing individual. We also learned a thing or two about her mom life and some of those struggles as well. Check it out.
Please welcome Stephanie Sasser. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
She is a strong woman battling this ugly disease of breast cancer, specifically metastatic breast cancer, which is very aggressive. She's a mom who refuses to give up and one of the most courageous people who has ever walked onto the Coastal Living stage. Here to tell us her story, and it's a story that the world needs to hear. So for those who haven't met you before, Stephanie, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, and tell us a little bit about you.
So I'm 33 years young.
Yes.
I'm a mom, first and foremost, of an amazing 5-year-old little dude. I'm also a honey, and I could stay at home. I'm kind of a thriver, what we call. I'm a stage 4 mom of metastatic breast cancer. So, oh my God.
He's just so adorable, and y'all's mother-son relationship is just adorable. I love it. Tell me, for those who don't know, what is metastatic breast cancer?
So metastatic breast cancer is where the disease has traveled outside of the original diagnosed area. So mainly your breast, where it has gone to your main organs such as lymph nodes, lungs, liver, brain, bones, or now skin. So mine has traveled to my lymph nodes and skin. Just as of recently.
So it's very aggressive.
Yes, stage 4 is the last stage, which we know of. It's very aggressive. Once it gets out of that, your original diagnosed area, you kind of go with the lines of treatments with what you're diagnosed with. So
sure, you kind of take what you can get.
Exactly,
in that department.
exactly.
And tell me how, when you got diagnosed with this and how it's changed your life since then.
So March 28th, 10:30 in the morning, I was diagnosed by a radiology doctor, and it completely changed my life. I mean, my mindset, my goals, how you live day to day, honestly. You just kind of take it. You don't complain about the little things. Now still as a human being you do, but you find the greatness in everything, such as waking up or seeing the beautiful sunset like last night.
Absolutely.
You find those great things.
Those cotton candy hues out there.
Yes.
And how long have you been battling?
So March I'll be going on 3 years. Now metastatic I'll be going on 2 years.
Okay.
So I'm hitting that 2 to 3 year mark they gave me, 2 to 3 years, so it's really nerve-wracking.
I'm sure it is. And I have to say, if you guys don't follow her on social media, you have to check her out, Instagram, Facebook, because you're so open about your story. You do a lot of live videos. You share the informative stuff, the stuff that we need to think about, the real stuff that people kind of brush aside. And then you share those precious moments that I think people need to see that, as much as it is a battle, you are such a strong woman, and you carry that shield with such pride and such grace. I mean, the way that we watch you enjoy those happy moments with your family, with your son. I saw you dancing with your dog the other day, just hanging out before your treatment. And to me, that's just such a symbol of strength. And I think it's inspiring to anybody that is or isn't suffering from necessarily a battle with cancer, but maybe anything, depression, any type of issues, to see someone like you rising above that. And like you said, enjoying the little things in life.
Definitely.
So you were recently nominated in January 2020 for Woman of what?
Woman of the Month.
So what does that mean?
The Woman of the Month is for Leslie's Week. It is a nonprofit for stage 4 moms, for families. It's a vacation away from cancer. They take you all the way to Tennessee and Dollywood.
Nice. Cool.
So,
You're gonna need a big old Dolly Parton wig.
it is beautiful out there.
Oh my gosh,
so
you look
they,
stunning.
oh my goodness gracious.
Gorgeous girl.
But yes, I was also a 2019 Portraits of Hope with American Cancer Society. This was a, and Pink Diva 2019.
Okay.
Through Pink Diva. They are amazing. And also it's an organization, they work with breast friends that provides prosthetics for women, as well as American Cancer Society. They provide the wigs and travel and everything for people that are going through
Amazing.
cancer.
So you've mentioned multiple organizations that have helped contribute to your journey with this.
Yes.
Tell me how they've had an impact on your life and why it's so important that we donate to these organizations to help people like you.
So first, what I would love to mention is metaviver.org. They are what 100% of the funds that go to them go straight into research, and we need that for stage 4
metastatic cancer.
for metastatic breast cancer. It isn't 3%, it isn't 5%, it is 100%.
Okay.
So that way, maybe not my generation, but my sons or my nieces, we can find a cure for it. We can find a
Absolutely.
cure for stage 4, we can find a cure for cancer.
Amen.
I mean, it is aggressive, by no means. I mean, these are the statistics right here. That is insane. 115 men and women die a day due to metastatic breast cancer.
Yeah, and that's something important to address is that men can go through this too.
Yes, they can. And we look at people every day. I get looked at and I look normal. And this is what stage 4 looks like.
Yes.
But we are battling mentally and physically on the inside.
Absolutely.
Chemo the rest of my life. It will never end. I'm labeled terminal. And our lifespan is 3 to 5 years. So I'm about to hit that, and it's crazy. It's terrifying.
It's a number,
Yeah,
and it's a
for
guesstimate.
sure, for sure.
And the way that you're fighting and the strength that you portray, and I know it's very difficult on the inside, and what happens behind closed doors is much, much different. But the way that you share this with us and the community has had such a huge impact, and we wish you many, many, many more years and decades to come. Look at your beautiful little family.
Oh my God.
And just know that we support you and we love you, and you have absolutely left your footprint here in the Coastal Bend, and you continue to let that footprint grow, and you're raising awareness and you're bringing consciousness to ladies and gentlemen here in the community, and it's very important what you're doing. So you're absolutely serving your purpose, what God sent you here to do as we speak. So thank you so much, Stephanie.
Thank you.
Today, we want to remember all men and women who are battling or have battled cancer, to those who have won the fight, to those who continue to fight, and to those who have lost their lives to cancer. You are with us in spirit, and we continue to pray for you. Before we go to commercial break, we want to take a moment of silence to remember the beautiful life of Miss Stephanie Sasser and to let her family know that they are always in our thoughts and prayers.